So let's go ahead and take a look at trig functions when you compose them with an inverse function. So here we're looking at tangent of sine inverse of square root of 2 over 2. So first you're going to evaluate this. So just like algebraic functions, you do the inside first and then the outside. Same thing here. So we're going to select theta to equal just what's inside. That would be sine inverse of square root of 2 over 2. So now we have to look for theta that will correspond to this exact value. So that means we want to know sine of what angle gives us square root of 2 over 2, knowing that theta has to be within its restricted domain, negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. And we know that this theta is actually 45 degree or pi over 4. And once you figure that out, that's what you're going to plug in here. So our original question can be written as now tangent of theta. But we know theta is pi over 4. So we're really evaluating just tangent of pi over 4. And we know from memory that tangent of pi over 4 is 1. Here's another example. So now you're composing cosine with sine inverse of 0. Again, we're going to let this be theta. So let theta stand for the inner function sine inverse of 0. And we know we're going to ask ourselves that sine of what angle gives us 0, knowing that this angle is within negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. And we know that sine of 0 is 0, so that means theta has to be 0. And now we substitute this into the original expression. We write this as cosine of theta. And we know theta is 0. That's what we just computed. We're looking at cosine of 0. And we know cosine of 0 is 1. So this composition is equal to 1. Here's our last example. So again, we're going to set this to be equal to theta. So let theta equals tangent inverse of negative square root of 3. So that means we're looking for tangent of some angle to give us negative square root of 3. And we have to make sure that this theta is within the domain of tangent inverse. So that's negative pi over 2 to pi over 2, not including them. And we know that tangent of positive pi over 3 gives us positive square root of 3, which means our angle has to be negative. So that will give us the negative square root of 3. So now that we know theta is equal to negative pi over 3, we plug this in here. We're looking for sine of negative pi over 3. Now, since sine is an odd function, you can pull out the negative sign. So you have negative sine of pi over 3. And we know that sine of pi over 3 is square root of 3 over 2. So this is negative square root of 3 over 2. So that's the value for this composition.